All right, let's unpack this. We've got a really fascinating piece of source material for today's deep dive.
Yeah, it's framed like a motivational speech, but it really pushes back against a pretty common idea about life, doesn't it?
It really does. Usually, the focus is so much on the individual journey, you know, personal growth, achieving our dreams, our goals. That's kind of the default setting.
Right. What I want, what I need to do.
Exactly. But this speech, it asks us to widen our gaze a bit, to maybe think that, well, the journey isn't just about us.
And what's interesting is how it frames that. It doesn't just say, be nice to others. It argues right from the start that we're fundamentally intertwined.
Yeah, that's where it gets really compelling. The core idea is that nobody, really thrives in a vacuum. Think about it, right? From day one, others are involved. Parents, teachers, friends. The source even mentions strangers. These people, they actively shape the landscape of our own journey.
That's a great way to put it, shape the landscape. It's not just that they're there, they actually help create the conditions, the context for our path, the support, the challenges, the lessons learned.
Totally. It's like acknowledging that the road you're walking, well, you didn't pave it all by yourself. Others laid some stones, maybe pointed out a shortcut or even put up a warning sign.
Their presence, their actions, their own journeys build the world we move through.
And then comes the crucial twist, the really powerful part. It's not just them shaping us.
It's reciprocal.
Exactly. We shape theirs. When you push through something tough, show some resilience, or maybe just lend an ear, extend a hand.
Or even just striving for something meaningful in your own life.
Right. The source says that inspires people, it gives hope, it lifts others up, sometimes in ways we don't even realize, and this creates a collective impact.
Yeah, it's suggesting your effort isn't just contained in your own little bubble. It ripples out. Your struggles, your wins, they become part of the shared environment. They send signals, create energy.
The speech gives some pretty vivid examples to make this clear. It talks about, the athlete. Their win isn't just for them.
Right. It lifts the whole team, the community, inspires kids.
Or the innovator, whose breakthrough, ends up helping millions, changes things for everyone.
And it also brings it down to a really personal level, like the parent. Their daily grind, building a secure future, that's their journey, sure. But it fundamentally shapes their children's possibilities.
What's striking about those examples, I think, is they show it's not always about grand, heroic gestures.
No, not at all. It's about how even personal striving, resilience, generosity, these are contributions to a shared reality.
And the speech argues that's where real fulfillment often comes from. Not just hitting your own targets, but in how we empower and uplift those walking beside us.
It encourages seeing ourselves less like solo travelers and more like threads in this big, grand tapestry.
Yeah, that's the image they use. A tapestry where every single thread matters for the whole picture. Your thread matters.
It gives individual ambition a sort of higher purpose, doesn't it? It's not diminished, it's connected.
Absolutely. The core message seems crystal clear. Your journey is a gift. Not just a gift you give yourself, but one you offer to the world.
Which implies, a certain responsibility. Yeah. But also potential.
Right. A potential for shared meaning, shared progress.
And the source really emphasizes being mindful, not just focused on your destination, your goal, but aware of the ground you're covering, aware of the lives you touch along the way.
Even the struggles, it suggests, can have value for others if we navigate them with that awareness. So, wrapping this up, what does all this mean for you, listening in? We've explored this idea from the source that the journey isn't solo, it's collective, woven together.
The speech calls for mindfulness about our impact, about the interconnectedness.
It leaves us with a pretty pertinent question, I think. If your journey truly is a gift to the world, what's one small thing, maybe something seemingly unnoticeable, that you could do today? An action that acknowledges and honors these interconnected paths we're all walking together.
Something to think about.